This lesson, we're going to look at linearity and continuity when looking at functions. So we can describe the linearity and the continuity of these functions by a few terms. The first term is discrete. Discrete function means that you have individual points that are not connected. They don't have to be in any specific order. It just means they're not connected. So just random dots on a coordinate plane. Continuous function is a line with no jumps or gaps. So it continues. So you have arrowheads on both ends. Linear is a straight line. There's no bends or curves in it. And a nonlinear function, they do have bends and they have turns and curves in the line. So we're going to look at three examples here, and we're going to describe each of these functions using these terms. Now, example one, the one on the left, we can see that we have starting points. So this first one, we have a starting point right here, and then it goes to the left. The other one, we have a point here, and it goes to the right, but there is a gap here. So we know that this is not continuous because there is a gap. We know it's not discrete because it's not just a bunch of points. So one of the descriptions we can write down, it's neither. So it's neither discrete or nor continuous. So you could just say this is discontinuous. It doesn't continue in all the directions. Then we know if we look at the lines that we do have, it does have a straight line. So we would consider that, well, if you look at the lines there, it would be, the line itself would be linear, but because there is a jump, it goes up here and then it goes down here in a different direction, we would consider this nonlinear. Now, if you're only looking at the line itself and say, well, this first part is linear, this part is linear, that could be the case, but because we're taking the whole thing as a whole. So because there is a jump or a gap, it can't be linear because there is a change in direction there. The second one, the middle one, here there is no gaps, there is no jumps. It's one continuous, so we would consider this continuous. It's not a straight line because it does have bends and curves in it, so we would consider this to be continuous and nonlinear. And our very last one here, we can see that there is no lines, we just have a bunch of points, which that tells us this would be discrete. Now we look at the pattern. Is the pattern of the points in a straight line? So if you were to connect it, would it form a straight line? And we can see that it will not create a straight line because if I try connecting it, it would come down here, come across, and then come back up. That is not a straight line, so this would be non-linear. Let me make that N a little bit better. So we would have discrete and nonlinear. So that's how you can describe the linearity and the continuity of functions.